TAQ Capital. Technical analysis quickly.
This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Before taking any action based on the information provided on this channel, it is recommended that you seek the advice of a professional licensed financial advisor.
Let's do this.
All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin right now. This is Bitcoin on the 4 hour, and you can see that we've definitely broken this purple wedge now. I mean, we challenged it here, here, and a couple more spots. Got a nice bounce up and then straight back down. So now we're looking at this yellow wedge, and we're right on the cusp here of breaking out. So let's zoom in. This is now the 1 hour chart, and I've turned on the Bollinger Bands and the Ichimoku Cloud, and we can see that the Kijun and the Tenkan have come together and have taken a nosedive. Now you'll notice that there's a big amount of space here between where they are and where the candle is. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to go down anymore. I mean, you can see right now that it's poking out below it. And this was established back, well, actually now that I've zoomed so far in, I've got to do a slight adjustment to see, because a little change down here results in a big change on the other end. So we're actually right at the line. We haven't broken through it yet. My guess is that we're not just going to blow through it. I think we're going to get a little bounce here. And again, because this is so far behind, I think it's going to call those candles back up to it. You'll see the Tenkan swoop down like this while the Kijun continues to go straight. The candles will go up into there. This will be our bounce, and then we'll go back down, test the yellow line again, and then break down. I'm going to look at some of the higher time frames to see if they support that narrative. And you can see here that we have a similar thing going on, this far back. You can see that it's continuously testing here right now. And I fully anticipate to be to the same thing as we jump up each time frame here. 5 hour, 6 hour, 7 hour, 8 hour, 9. Yeah, you can see these are, here's the 9 hour, and you can see too that we're way outside the Bollinger Band here. And I mean, it's to be expected, as big as this frickin' candle is. And you can see that we had the tunnel come in. We shot outside of the tunnel, albeit not a long way, and then came straight down. So we have an overcorrection. So this is a 9 hour reset. And let's see if anything like this has happened on the time frames as we go higher. So here's the 10 hour. Didn't break it up here, but you can see that we're way outside the Bollinger Band. 11, we broke it and are outside. 12, we definitely did not break it, but we are, and we're not outside either. So this is going to continue to come down like this, while this will probably come up something like this and form this tunnel. And this might be part of that bounce back off of this line before we come back over and break down out of it. We might even have like a shoot up, break the Bollinger Band here, and then come down. That's quite possible. Let me keep looking through the Ichimoku Cloud on the higher time frames. You can see on the 16 hour that the Kijun has been pulled down over the last 3 candles. That's just more bearish. Same thing here on the 20 hour. And the daily is even starting to point down. So this is indicating a fairly deep drop. Although the Kijun only came down a little bit while the Tenkan has come way down. So this could turn into a swoop here by the end of the day and start to pull this up a little bit, which again gives us that little bounce before we come down and break out of the yellow line further over here. So I'm not saying this is imminent like today, but this meltdown is being prevented by the bottom of this yellow wedge. So this is acting as support. On the hourly, we have the Tenkan and the Kijun here together, and we haven't even started to break yet. So it's quite possible that at 1 o'clock here in 27 minutes, this will hold straight on the Kijun, and this will come down on the Tenkan, and maybe even something like this over the next few hours as it starts to pull these back up. Because on the 1 hour, this entire candle is outside the Bollinger Band. So this is going to get sucked back in, especially the fact that it's trying to get out of this support as well. So if we jump up to the 2 hour, you can see that we're completely outside the Bollinger Band there as well. We're not just outside of it like we are here. On the 2 hour, which is a lot, by the way, but on the 2 hour, we're actually, this 2 hour candle that started at noon, 34 minutes ago, is completely outside. So this is part of the panic sell-off because of what they just saw happen here. And people will start to come to their senses and be like, okay, everything's calmed down, and then maybe start buying some because they think it's going to go back up the other way. Which, I mean, it will temporarily, but no, it's not. And then we'll get that little bounce and break out. But that's it for my update on Bitcoin. I hope I covered everything for you, and this is giving you some information that's helping you to make some trades and make some money. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day out there.